So, you're probably wondering why I have a bandage on my head. Well, there's a link to the description of a video that you might want to watch so you find out why I have a bandage on my head. But for now, let's look at something different. On every episode of the channel so far, I've just looked at movies, TV shows, video game companies, and some other things. But I've never looked at a particular short film. Or maybe I haven't, I just don't know. Either way, we're counting. So, for this episode, I have decided to look at a short film. So tell me, what short film am I going to be watching today? Why does everything after review be so confusing? It's annoying. Just rotate. Bunny is a 1998 short film that is one of the earliest original works by Blue Sky Studios. Yes, that Blue Sky Studios. The same people who made Ice Age, Horton Hears a Who adaptation, and Jewel from Rio. Now, it is true that this is one of their earliest works, but they did make stuff before this. But this is their first original work. And who was it directed by? Incredible! Absolutely incredible! Chris Wedge directed this, and he wrote it as well. Give a round of applause, everybody. Just give a round of applause for that son of a gun. Now, with every video of the short film online, there isn't really that much to work with, as this is very old and not really seen that much. It's not really it's not very commonplace to find this not in the greatest quality, as most videos are in that crisp 360p or maybe even under, never above. And yeah, I know I could have just gone some other ones, but I mean, this is yeah. Just yeah. Now, the thing with this short is that it's actually like has a very much deeper message than you usually expect in these short films. Who am I kidding? Every short film ever made by humankind has a message or something. They're always the most depressing things ever made. I mean, the photos don't lie. But I mean, this short film has a message of grief and the afterlife, and letting go of the past. You see, it has this early CGI rabbit, or bunny as they want to be called, who is a widow because her husband. It's a female rabbit. It's a female rabbit. Her husband died, and she's alone, and she has to let go of the past. And so there's this firefly that's pestering her, this big thick, or moth, or actually that I don't really know, but I'm not bothered to search it. But the moth keeps pestering her. But why? Why is this random moth firefly thing keeps on pestering her? Well, there's a theory that it's actually her husband, as the firefly or moth, the moth fly, trying to get her to go to the afterlife. You know how because she's old, she has to walk with the what's it called? She has to walk around with that thing. But after she falls asleep and wakes up, she doesn't need it anymore, which could be a simulation that she's actually dead. And to an extent, that might actually be true. She might actually be dead. But sometimes we won't know exactly for sure. Except she is. She is dead. Because she doesn't walk with the thing anymore. So basically, she died in her sleep. And then we see her going into the oven and sprouting wings. Finally flying away with her husband, along with lots of other fire moths, whatever they are, and all is good and happy as the moth flies are flying away with the rabbit and her husband. And I will cut to a photo of of the old photo being coming to life, and some moths, flies, surrounding winds, and of course the most important thing of all, it is a moth that keeps on pestering her. Damn, I knew it. But yeah, for such a short, it is a short film after all. Let me try that again. For such a very simple looking film, it is very complex in how it tells its emotions. Yeah, sure, it is just a rabbit that's trying to stop a moth from pestering her. But in reality, it is a lot more. It's a lot more deeper than that, and it is very, very, very disturbing if you really look into it. That is literally about grief and the afterlife. And this was the same company that made Rio and Horton Hears a Hue and Spies in Disguise and Ice Age. And to prove to you how great this short film is, it even won Best Animated Short Film at the Academy Awards. Yep, it's that good. However, it isn't really seen that much, and it was only on the Ice Age and DVD VHS tapes. Yeah. So yeah, that's Bunny. I know it wasn't really that long of an episode, but after episode 25, I think this is a kind of a bit of a breather. Well, thank goodness I reviewed an actual good project this time, and I won't have to go back to the past and try to review something that I mentioned in another one of my reviews. You know what isn't worth your time? The Absolute Horrible sequel. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it next weekend. I know you're gonna get my thoughts on it. Of course, not now, because I need to do the one on Ice Age, but yeah, you get the idea. Surf's Up 2 review is coming. Oh, you're just gonna expect it to happen. But no, it's gonna happen. Eventually happen. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe to this. Why do I say things sometimes that I will obviously regret? I mean, really stop and think about it though. Why should I review a film that I said I was going to review in another review? I mean, really think about it. That's dumb, isn't it? Oh, would you look at that? My plaster fell off and blood spewing as the hole that I was shot in. Well, I better call 999 before this escalates even further. Hello, 999, what's your emergency? Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Ba-ba-da-ba-da.